Good morning, everyone. I'm out here at a small pond. I'm watching this woodpecker up there. There he goes. Flying off up into the mountains. He's pecking on that wood. I tried to get it on camera, but oh well. Anyway, everyone, I'm out here at my new location. This is probably going to be base camp for a while, hopefully. I'm able to get this to work. We're looking pretty good. I need to check a couple of things out, but I'm gonna start sitting here and kind of see what the crappie and the bass situation is, and we'll probably have trout for the whole winter, Lord willing. I need to go check and see what this water temperature feels like. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's at least, I'd say that's at least got to be below 70 at the least. We'll see. This you know, normally this pond's supposed to be like 18 feet deep here at the dam wall, but it's probably a lot less. I mean, look how low the water is. It goes all the way up to them reeds. That's the drain right there. So we're down 3 feet. Anyway, I'm gonna start. Ooh, if I don't get killed trying to get out of here, we're gonna start trying to fish this and get an idea of what is in here. More than likely, they haven't taken fish out of here in a long time. It's just kind of been just sitting here with a very, very few people messing with it. So we're going to take a look-see. I know it's got a very healthy bluegill population. More than likely, it's going to be heavily overpopulated with crappie and bass. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, wow. Look at that. Sorry, I don't think I got the GoPro on in time. Oh my goodness. Look at that sucker. Wow. Wow. What a nice trout. Oh. Alright, I don't know how much time I got left, but that is a heck of a trout. Go get some sunlight. Hold him up. Yeah, that's a hell of a trout. Very nice. Wow. Look at that thing. Beautiful. I don't know what that thing weighs. It is a lot. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. Huh? Yeah, we're just gonna take him. He's bleeding pretty good. All the ones I'm gonna get right off the bat, that's gonna be the one, of course. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful fish. There we go. There's one. There's one. There's one for you. All right. All right. Holy balls. Holy cow. That's a monster. That is a monster. Hooked him right through the nose. All right. Oh, he's covering me up. Covered me up. Had to rip him through all that grass. All right. Well, if that's not what you're looking for, I don't know what is. All right, buddy. All right. There you go, fellas. Beautiful rainbow trout. I mean, what a monster. You'd think they was that big, you wouldn't have any trouble holding them, but you do. I can't get underneath the gill plate. There we go. Giant slabby of a fish. Gotta love it. Okay, we're gonna get him back before he's out the water too long. Let him go right back in. There we go. Clean release. Awesome. Awesome deal, guys. Awesome deal. So I was gonna leave, but I said, you know what? Now that I kind of figured a couple things out, I could probably go catch another one real fast. I had just enough camera time on the GoPro. So that's what we did. And that's how you do it. Wow. Okay, my camera is about to die. Beautiful fish. You gotta love that. Get a little closer there. Wow, just a wonderful fish. Wonderful day. Hope you guys are having a good day as I am. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. We will go home and figure out a way how to cook this big, giant, nice trout here. Golly, I wonder what he weighs. I'm gonna say he's probably 3 pounds. Anyway, thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. There's another picture of the fish. Had a really good day. All right, everyone. I'm gonna try to keep this short and simple. We're just gonna do a real quick clean on this this trout that I caught today. This thing is a slab. It's almost the size of some salmon that I've gotten from the store. So anyway, without further ado, this is just a continuation of the last video. I'll slice this up. I think we're gonna go tomorrow and try to catch another one. And then I'll cook those up. My dad's coming into town and he's bringing me some swordfish, and potentially some swordfish video that he's also gotten. And maybe I'll show a little bit of that, and we'll cook up the swordfish as well, as I think he also brought some shrimp. So we're gonna have quite the smorgasbord going on here. And without further ado, there is a slight difference, as the trout typically have a little bit more pin bones involved. So let's get a decent shot of the fish first. So more pin bones. Yeah, there you go. All right. Big hen trout is what it looks like to me. Of course, could be, who knows. All right, so very similar, right? Again, we're gonna start out in almost the same way in every video. I'm just gonna come in behind the gill plate and make that diagonal cut. That's how I like to do it, right? So I'm gonna come in here. Good gracious. And I'm gonna come and get right behind that gill plate, and you can kind of come up a little bit here. Also, good point. Really good point about this is making sure to put the fish on ice. So if you don't ice the fish down for a good while, they won't be real stiff, and they can be very difficult to work with if they're still warm, right? So you're gonna save yourself a lot of trouble by getting an iced fish. I mean, this thing is so thick, it's insane. The skin is like thick. I can't even get hardly a knife through it. I'm gonna have to sharpen this knife. This thing is a slab. Now, one thing I've noticed is I've got to start being more honest in my videos, because apparently I'm telling fibs every time I catch a fish. They are never as big as I thought they were. So I've got to be more careful about my guesses in the field. Either they're losing a lot of weight in the ice chest, or I'm just not that good at guessing. Okay, so again, we're just running down that line, and we're gonna try to run down the backbone as best we can. Golly, I mean, just beautiful. So the difference between the trout and some of the other fish is there's just extra bones. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I'll have to look it up, but I don't know. Ooh. I mean, this thing, it's like a salmon. I'm telling you. This fish is not as big as I thought he was after I measure him, for sure. But let me tell you what. This is one of the thickest trout I've ever had to clean. So again, they just have some trouble. I mean, here's a better view probably of what I'm doing. It's that rib cage, right? Anytime you're messing with that rib cage, it's a pain. It's a booger in a fish, right? Obviously, the thicker the fish, kind of the easier. So it's really a booger for the smaller fish, like the little panfish and stuff. But the bigger the fish is, the easier it is to get over it. And pretty much that's it. Now, I think I've said this in the other videos as well, that so typically with trout, I'll leave the skin on because I'm going to fry them, or because I'm going to smoke them. So here is just a line of pin bones, and there's just not a whole lot that you're going to be able to do with it. This is so thick. I mean, look at that thing. That's a huge piece of meat. So in most cases, you could just leave them in there and just eat around it whenever you smoke the meat, right? But yeah, this is huge. The other thing I said, like I think I've mentioned it before, getting the other side. Well, the first side is usually the easiest because you just have more firm a fish to work with, and then some like really weird fat right there. But after that, it's the second side is usually a little bit more difficult. But highly recommend that you highly recommend that you freeze the fish first. Guys, that's pretty much cleaning a trout. That's what you do. There's just going to be a different set of pen bones right down here. So you can't even see them all out. It just depends. This is a big enough piece of meat that I'm not going to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. So catch you later.